Oh my gosh, I can't see. Hey guys, welcome to Lounge TV. I'm Larry, and today I am just doing a vlog of a day in the life, kind of. Spring cleaning time. It's like 43 right now, supposed to go up to 50 or 51 today. So perfect kind of day to do some yard work outside. A little breezy, I don't care for that too much, but I'll take this weather any day over 30s and 40s and lower than that. Right now it's only like 43, so it's got a little bit of chill to the air. It'll get warmer later on. So spring cleaning, what do I do around my house first? Well, first of all, I wait for Tom. Well, no, I start without Tom, and he gets out whenever he gets out. But what do I start off in the spring doing, right? There's about 101 different things to do. So I decided I'm going to work on the, one of the things I can't stand in the wintertime is, about winter too, is all the dead stuff, right? But so you have all these flower pots here, along here like that have all this dead stuff. And as you can see, the green, these plants are coming back up in there, which is nice. There, see them? There they are, right there. And they wanna come out now. So it doesn't get that cold at night anymore, so now is the time that I can actually get that stuff out of there. If it was still going to get really cold, I think tonight's supposed to be cold, probably tomorrow night, but not brutally cold, I can get rid of most of that stuff. They're going to be last on my list. It's the flower pots, none of that stuff comes back, so all the dead stuff has to come out of there. I think I've showed you before how high our daffodils are now. Look at them. They are almost ready to bloom. You can see that one's going to probably be one of the first ones. We got them in different areas. See all these dead things right here? I got to cut all them down. Get rid of them. All the flower pots, get all the dead stuff out. Another thing I have to do is I have to prune this tree, the crepe myrtle. And there's, like I said, I have flower pots all over the place. But what I'm going to do is I have my tractor out. So I have my cart on the back, so I can start here. Get all this dead stuff right here out of here, and then the flower pots, and I'll just fill up my cart, and then I can drive back in the woods and dump it back in the woods and just let it naturally, you know, just deteriorate and decompose. I also have this pile of dead sticks over here and branches that have been here for years. What happened was this big branch off of this big pine tree came down in the winter time, and it took out the power line right there. It was one of those, it was a couple, probably 5 years ago. It was one of those storms, real heavy snow, and it brought it down. Limbs and trees came down all over the place, but it broke it down. And my neighbor across over there, he came out with his tractor and just shoved it into my woods. I was going to go move it in the back, but it was in there and it was so big, I was like, oh, I'll just let it decompose there till it gets to the point where it is now, where I can just cut it up and just, it'll cut real easy and just take it back in the woods. I might have Jeff come over with his tractor, do that if I can get him over here. But as of right today, all I'm going to do is these plants right here, all the way around the whole house, because I have them all the way around, even up on the lounge out there. I got those pots and pans. I'm also, this year, what I'm planning on doing is I'm going to have a little garden. Because I'm retiring, it gives me the perfect opportunity to have a vegetable garden. My dad used to have one all the time, so I'm going to kind of have this in kind of memory of my pops. Hopefully he helps me and gives me wisdom somehow and to grow stuff, because I never really had a green thumb myself. So we used to, in this area right over here where the log splitter is, we used to have one there. My dad used to live here. Pretty decent sized one, and I used to always, as a kid, I had to do all the weeding and everything just to be able to get school clothes money. Hey, taught me how to work hard and to appreciate when you get things, you know, that you work for it. So I'm going to try to, that's my my vision for Tom, to try to get him to appreciate what he has and to work hard for what you get, and I think you appreciate it that much more. Sure, is it nice when you can get things just handed to you, and just, you know, if you have a lot of money and you can just buy whatever you want and everything? Yeah, it's great if you can do that, but it's also, are you as appreciative of it as if you actually work and sweat and and get it yourself and earn everything yourself. I don't know. Anyway, guys, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have the garden there or if I'm going to have it right next to the basketball court, like right over here. One of the things I'm going to have to do is put up a fence around it, because we have a lot of critters around here that like to eat our vegetables and stuff like that that we plant. So deer especially, but I'm going to put a fence around it. But I'm more worried about groundhogs than the deer. They'll dig under a fence and all that stuff. They're a pain in the neck. But if I have it over here, you know, I can at least sniper their butts if they go out there and I see them inside there. It's going to be hard to keep them out. And I know we have groundhogs around here, because I know we have one that lives under our, underneath the lounge. I guess he likes to hang out underneath there. But you can tell because they chew the lattice around there, and they make the hole big enough to get their fat butts through there. So I got to deal with that. I haven't seen him lately though, so maybe he's in hibernation mode. I don't know. I don't know if they hibernate or not. So anyway, so that's my job for today, is just that, and I'm just patiently waiting for Tom to come out. Oh, speaking of the devil, there he is. Look at that. There's a Tom outside. It's a little chilly, but once you start working, yeah, here.
Yeah.
Well, you can hold it for a little bit. I'm just showing everybody what today we're doing is we're just going to be doing the pots, Tom, and getting the dead stuff out of there. This one will be fun because they got big old roots. But all the pots and the plants on the side and everything, I was showing them. I was showing them about the garden that we're going to have that you're going to help me with, the vegetable garden.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned that, and I don't know if you were serious about it or not.
But now I'm thinking I might have it over here. Like just in that area right there. It's going to be roughly around a 20 by 20. Or 20 by 30, something like that. Maybe 20 by 30. And we're going to grow, you know, cucumbers and zucchini and radishes, carrots, turnips, cantaloupe. We can try and grow some watermelon in there. Stuff like that.
Really? Watermelon?
Huh?
Really? Watermelon?
Yeah, they're little tiny watermelons. So I can hit you upside the head with one.
Haha.
Well, you like watermelon, don't you?
Kind of indifferent.
Do you like cantaloupe?
I can't remember if I've ever had cantaloupe. For some reason, I don't think so.
Do you like anything that I just named? Tomatoes? Cucumbers?
Tomatoes, it kind of depends, but not really. Cucumbers I like.
Zucchini?
Very situational.
Carrots?
Yes.
Radishes?
They've only ever had radishes in one.
You like onion, right?
Yes.
Raw onions too.
Yes.
I would think you would like radishes.
Yeah, maybe.
They remind you of a little bit of that. They got a little bite to them. Some of them are mild. Yeah, so anyway, so I had to move all the piping out here so that we can get the tractor and we can get started over on the side. And we're going to work our way around this way.
Uh-huh.
And then once we get that done, that'll be it for today. And pretty easy, right?
I mean, cool, but like, why'd you have to wake me up for it then? If it's this little, then it's chilly anyway. Why wouldn't you wait till it's like a little bit later in the day?
Because then you'll be complaining that it's too warm and you're sweating too much. This is perfect kind of weather to be working and doing that kind of stuff.
It's not even 50 degrees.
But if you get up early, Tom, and you do this stuff early, then guess what? You have the rest of the day to play your games and whatever else you want to do, right? It only makes sense. Right? It makes sense. You can't even find the words to argue with that right now.
In a way, yes, but he'd find a way to argue with me either way, so.
Hey, so anyway, I did get most of the water off the top, and then it rained again and got more water on the top. But, you know, I want that before the end of March. So that rust all has to come off of there. Got it?
I don't even know how I'm supposed to do that. Like,
I will show you how to do it, Tom. Just like I have to show you how to do everything. This is what you're doing. This is going to be I'm telling you, Tom, you're going to be learning how to do stuff. It's just the way it goes. And anyway, so I think it's pretty easy. I was thinking about we should trim the crepe myrtle down, but I'm going to wait until probably closer to maybe the middle of March for that, to trim those branches. You're not going to be able to do a whole lot with that other than clean up the branches when I cut them down.
Uh-huh.
Because I know you're not going to want to go up on a ladder.
No.
Because for some reason, are you afraid of heights?
A little bit?
Just a little bit. All right, so anyway, come on. I'm going to show you
I really hate his temperament about it. Can you just ask?
What?
Nothing.
The other thing is I gotta get that tree down too.
For the, what, second year in a row?
Well, it's so windy. I was going to do it today, but can't.
Just like you're going to do it a couple dozen times.
Alright, so let's start over here. Look, I already got the tractor over here.
Great.
So all you're going to do with this stuff here, Tom, is you're going to just pull this dead stuff, right? Like this. It comes up pretty easy once you pull it up. If you see any green stuff, of course, leave that, but you're just getting all the brown stuff right now. Like that. Right? And just throw it in the back. Pretty easy, right?
Yeah, the only difference from the last time I did this is you're yanking stuff out before you told me to do it, and we have a tractor now.
Right, we don't have to use a wheelbarrow. Isn't that nice? Anything that you see green, though, try to stay away from it. As you can see, there's some green stuff in here, right? Just be careful around that. I think this is one of the easiest jobs ever to do.
Yeah, and I still found a way to mess it up before. You sure I won't mess it up again?
Okay, well, I'll give you the option. You can do these, or I can do these. And the other option would be is that you go around to the pots like this. Well, this one here, you just take this off like this and pull the dead stuff out of here, right? And put it in there. So anyway, what would you rather do?
I don't care. I'll do that stuff.
All right. Well, then go put the camera down, and we'll show you guys when we get it a little bit further along.
You spilled some dirt.
Yeah. I think this was the one you put back.
Nah.
I think so.
I didn't get to the third one. I had the second one.
Sure?
Absolutely.
So you got the camera for this? Will I spill it?
Oh, it just so happened to work out that way.
Yeah. Okay, guys, so I have my weed whacker around here because these things are really tough. So you'd either have to go down and cut them. I don't even know what these things are.
Autumn joys.
I thought they were called bee attractors.
Well, they are, because that's like the last thing that bees get before they go hibernate for the winter.
Yeah, so I'd have to cut each individual stalk down for that. So what I do is I take my weed whacker and cut these all up, all at the top. So I'll show you what I do here, guys, without trying to hit these daffodils. Pretty much it. Now Tom has to go up and clean all this mess up.
Well, it's better than yanking them out otherwise.
Well, these right here, when they're short like this, you can try to get them out. I might try to trim them again. I don't know. But they start growing higher than that, so you won't even see them soon. But as you can see, if you look in here, this is just weeds right here growing.
Onion grass.
That's not them, but I don't know why they're like, well, onion grass, or you can call them scallions. But here you can see, Tom, see, they're coming up. Right, so soon they'll be big enough where they'll cover all that stuff up. But anyway, that's what you do. Then you clean all that mess up, and then we're going to go down the side here. But right now it looks like crap, but it'll look a lot better once they start growing in and stuff. So we're coming along pretty fine. We got to look at all that crap in that big box we got to take out too. I forgot all about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, your mom had to have it. Well, now you got to clean it. So, all right, like, put this away. This is the only thing we're going to need this for. And I'll meet you back over here.
No, you didn't.
Okay, so look what we got here, guys. We got that cleared out. We got that cleared. These pots are cleared now. Here, come back here, Tom, a little bit, because you can see better from back here, like how much different it looks now with all the dead stuff out of there. Now, granted, guys, got a ton of stuff more to do. I got to get over there, get that dirt on there. I'm going to get my leaf blower out, do that. I got to trim these bushes up out here too. They've gone a little haywire there. You notice it? I'm trying to take over the
Just a little bit
over here. They need to get trimmed up. So we did that. Of course, we did this. And we did this whole side over here. And you can see how the plants are coming up over here. And look how high these are. Like usually, this time of year, they're just breaking the soil. Yeah, they're just, I mean, like you can see how high they are as opposed to my hand, right? So it's like, usually they're just like this much in the soil this time of year. This is unbelievable. This shows you how warm it's been this year. Now we've had some cold spells, but nothing really drastically for a very long time. And we've had these warm days in between that I really think brought these things up. So we did this. We did the little pots over there, little pots over by the pool, the big box here, all these, and all the ones around the pavilion there. So one job done. Soon, probably, I don't know, whatever the nice, tomorrow's supposed to be cold, so we won't do it tomorrow. We got to start doing the leaves, Tom.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I think that maybe Tuesday might be a nice day for us to be able to do that. So, yeah, we'll be doing leaves next. Just the leaves, you know, the little piles here and there that are around. There's some over there. Get rid of them, take them back. But that's a whole different system. I don't use my cart for that. I use a tarp, and I'll show you how I do that. Because I think it's my friend used to do it, so I made my own tarp for it, and because I know somebody who makes tarps. I have my own kind of system to do that. And then we have about a billion other things to do. So one thing down, Tom. You feel good about yourself? You did a hard day's work. Well, not hard days, but you did okay.
Ask me later.
It's like, isn't that better?
Yeah, you're a real,
Well, guys, till next...
what is the painting?
I don't know what the painting is. But until next time, guys, grab yourself something cold to drink. But if you're relaxed, I'll meet you at the lounge. Just a day in the life.
Fun.